Fluffy. Alright, let's see. My kitty cat's next to me. Hold on. Hi, you guys. Let me sound check. Okay, there we go. What happened, Natalia? Is so good. That's so good. Duh, you think? Yeah, he wants to reconcile. But if he's not, don't make it easy, you know? Don't you got to keep your boundaries. Remember, yesterday we had the octopus energy. So you have to have boundaries. So that brings me to today's reading. I was going to look and do these for Pisces, but then I thought, I think we should do the same reading for your person to see how it compares, to see where where your person is at. Okay? So let's open up a prayer. Sorry. 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 Oh. Okay. That is so funny. Thank you. 2 years of separation and multiple third parties. He's fine. Good. Good. Thank you. And you know, I'm glad you said that. So people know it doesn't happen overnight, right? If somebody's going to heal, they have to take, honey, go play over there. If somebody's going to heal, they have to actually it's not fun. It's a separation. Like, nobody has fun separated from their person. So it's painful for both parties. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got with this 5 cards. They're hiding. They're hiding. They're hiding, look. They're hiding, and we get the crocodile. That's just watching, hiding. I had GPT write a letter from him to me apologizing, and the next day. That is a great idea. Oh my God, Natalia, thank you for sharing that with us. So one of her methods of manifestation was having ChatGPT write a letter from her person to her apologizing for everything that he had done. You're so brilliant. So what would the prompt be on that? ChatGPT, could you please, what would a letter from my specific person, what would a letter, ChatGPT, could you please write a letter from my ex-boyfriend begging me for forgiveness and reconciliation? Thank you. Thank you for, you guys, these are nuggets of wisdom that are gonna add, thank you. And you know why that's even more powerful? It's got, you're tapping into the subconscious. Like, not just you, but these computer systems are becoming part of the collective, whether we want to or not, because they're creating energy, they're creating thought patterns. So in that they're creating thought patterns, they're creating realms. It's like why they have like those lava lamps to create code that is so varied that a computer can't hack it, because it's getting crazy. Anyway, I digress. That is freaking brilliant. Just write what you want him to write and have ChatGPT word it better. Brilliant. You can also ask ChatGPT to make a picture of you and your person on your wedding day. You can put your face and your person's face and ask ChatGPT to, yeah, I don't know, marry you wherever you want to get married, under a tree, under a hoopah. Also, I took all queens out of my tarot deck, except the Queen of Cups, which is me to get rid. Oh, suka, look at you, look at you. Yeah, do the one where you print your, you and them. I'll do that next. Just write what you want. You know what you could also do? You can have, because you're in separation, you could have something just like if you have a picture where you guys are separated like that, fold it together and then glue it together, like seal it. So you're physically bringing yourself together, you know? But yeah. Like if you have a paper and, well, I'll show you. Where's my little notepad? Where's my little notepad? Come on. All right, let's see. So if here's person A and here's person B, oh, and here's person B. Yeah, person B has a belly or big boobs or something. You know, like, of course you have to do it very ritualistically, remember, but we are in a moon. Bring each other together. Because what you're doing is you're literally you're putting in a movement to a mental state, right? So you want union. There's a visual representation of you guys, and you're bringing each other together, and then you're sealing it. I hope that makes sense. It's just a manifestation of a thought pattern, and because you're speeding up the thought into a form of manifestation, it can push the energy faster. I hope that makes sense. Like, you gotta work and make it yourself. No one is gonna hand him to you on a silver platter. Yeah. Everyone is you pushed out. Yep. Definitely letting AI keep my conscience out of it. I'm 63 and will stick to prayers and sage and sandals. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I totally get it. I understand it. It's like, but I don't know. I also understand it's advancement, and you know what? It's like there's that famous quote. The only what is that quote? It's magic is only technology that hasn't been explained. So it's just technology. you know, and so is magic. It's just something that hasn't been figured out. Where's my cat? Oh, there he is. Okay. So in your person's 5D, let's see what they're up to. Panther. Panther upside down. Okay. Oh, and we opened up right to Panther. Annihilation of the unnecessary. Purging. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. It pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey ahead always leads to a brighter place. So this, I don't know if this is meant to be like this. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to ask questions about this because let's see. Because it's either telling us that your person is stuck right now or that your person is clearing out their life and they're going through a dark night of the soul, right? I'm just confirming. Tell us this person's 5D. Tell us about this person's 5D. What is this person? 5D. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, they're watching you. They're afraid. There could be a third party with whom they're with because it's safe. Tell me more about this, please. They're watching you in secret. Their friends could have been influences. They see you as a divine feminine. And they want to reconcile. So I don't understand. Are they stuck or are they not stuck? What's happening here? Are they stuck or are they clearing out? Okay. Are they stuck or are they clearing out stuff? You guys are supposed to have a fated meeting. You're supposed to see this person. Something's meant to happen. This person's filled with anxiety. They want to reconnect. They're hiding the fact that they want to reconnect because you're their happiness. Look at how it fell. You will receive justice. This person loves you. I asked, what's going to happen with a third party? And I got non-committal independent. So that either means that they're going to break up or they have broken up because they pulled the same crap that they pulled with you. They were non-committal. Who are they going to compromise with? Who are they going to compromise with? They're thinking about the future. They're starting to think about their future. And they miss you. So maybe in the past they weren't thinking about the future. Now this person they could be thinking about having their money right, having, they've been seeing signs that tell them they should be with you. So that could be like someone's walking by and they look like you from behind, or you're the same height, or same skin color, or your same voice, or your same weird laugh. You got proposal and commitment and inner growth with spiritual awakening. And you know what's funny? I was asking about what was going to happen with a third party, right? And the card that came out was non-committal. They don't want to commit. But then with you, I'm like, well, what's going to happen with the viewer? This flew, and where did it go? It went this way. It flew to the right toward you, because your stack is over here and the third party stack is over here. And then underneath was spiritual awakening with inner growth. Okay, so we know where this is going, right? You know where this is going. And we have the divine feminine. Did we get the divine masculine too? I'm surprised we didn't get twin. There's some fated meeting. This person is really anxious. But I still don't know if they're clearing out crap from their life or they're not. All right, let me see what the cards say. Supporting, let's see what they pull, what they say. Tell me about this panther, please. Yikes. This is definitely upright. Okay. Okay. Yikes. Yikes. Zoinks. Okay. So we're talking 5D, the spiritual realm, right? And your person has 2 spiritual cards. Hi, Cassandra. Your person has 2 spiritual cards right out the box. The crow is very, very powerful. So it tells me that your person's being protected. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the 3 realities: the past, the present, and the future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, clear. When out of balance, ungrounded and hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation. So your person could be awakening to gifts, but they're spiritually being protected right now. They're growing in their spirituality. They're growing in what they understand. And then we have a spirit card and a spirit card. The sea serpent, healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. Yeah, your person is definitely cutting out crap. Your person is healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. I need to use this deck more often, huh? This is like such a good deck. We haven't used this one in a while. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true nature. The sea serpent and the second chakra. So this is their sacral. The subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the Svadhisthana chakra, located deep within the pelvic bowl. This chakra is known as our center for creativity and desire and is associated with the water element. Svadhisthana translates as in her own abode, indicating the chakra is the home of the Divine Mother, or Kundalini herself. It's like where your womb is. Okay, so your person's protected. Of course. They're clearing out things from their life. They're seeing things, they're growing in spiritual, they're protected and they're growing in their spirituality. They're cutting out crap. They're protected. They're healing emotional wounds. This is really good. Healing emotional wounds. That's really good, you guys. I hope you guys are doing the work, because your person's doing the work. Unicorn. Reconnection to higher wisdom or divinity. Yo, your person's putting in some work. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning. These are all about connecting to higher divinity. You have 3 cards, cutting out the crap and connecting to higher divinity. So if they're connecting to higher divinity, what should you do? You should be connecting to higher divinity. You should be meditating. It's difficult to see or hear or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist, perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. Our wavering belief, we wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can truly trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. The unicorn and the sixth chakra, their third eye. It's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides in the third eye. The third eye, and we have an eye right here. And look at his eyes. I think they're becoming psychic, if they're not psychic already. The exact place from which the unicorn's horn extends. The center is called the Ajna chakra, or command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say our 2 eyes see the past and the present, and the third sees the future. Yep. So your person is connecting to something heavy. Spiritual protection again. So you had transformation all over, and today your person's getting spiritual protection. Interesting. I mean, you're obviously protected if you're going through a transformation. But maybe they're just, I don't know. Maybe they're like 6, 9, 10 months behind you. Because remember, you guys aren't going to be going at the same time. All right, abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. Yo, your person's third eye is opening. It's saying it here, right here, clairvoyant. Dude, you guys need to do your manifestations because they're tapping into the same. Do your manifestations. Go print out, do your letters, you guys. Like Natalia did, do a picture. Print out a picture, on your wedding day. Make it exactly how you want. Because this person is tapping in. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards of magic, mysticism, connecting to something higher. Command in hold on, okay. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or a treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. And this is the 3D. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite, to bring into balance an offering. Okay, the Scorpion. Why are you guys barking? Hey, shh. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Thank you. Passionate, hey, shh. Passionate, competitive, and tense towards isolation. Shh. I feel like your person is being watched, protected, and also they're learning to protect themselves. The Scorpion is passionate and determined creature. They're figuring something out and they're becoming determined. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past. Usually a situation where they left feeling burned. So your person is thinking about what happened in the past. They can't let it go. And that's in their 3D. It's not even in their thoughts. It's in their present. They keep on thinking about what happened in the past. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings. They need to communicate. So everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fun, fiery but fun self. Okay, so there's a spiritual connection. This person knows that they did something wrong and they need to communicate it. They can't handle it. They need to communicate it. Wow. All right. So tell us about this. We've got the Snake, which we just had, which is Earth. Where is this? So I'll remind you, this is in the 3D. So this is like what's happening in their life, what they're doing. In their thoughts, they're very guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, your person is going through some major spiritual stuff. They're going through a spiritual awakening. And that's what we got in the last reading, wasn't it? A spiritual awakening? The beginning of the awakening. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, is dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir in from the slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste, the snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. To balance meditation or Kundalini yoga. Your person is going through some big transformation. They're going through a major spiritual awakening. Innately intelligent healer, light, and blessings. Your person is going through awakenings and they're receiving blessings because of it. They could start becoming psychic. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. You know what I just thought? It could also be that they see you as a dolphin of the water. Like you're the blessing that has caused this. Wise lamb here. Look, and underneath you have turtle. That's a spiritual protection of earth and water. Somebody who's learning to handle both. Like the beaver, ancient soul, grounded, trusting at home in themselves, in the self. Okay, lamb. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. They're all spiritual stuff. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Oh, they want to communicate in their heart chakra. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. So they had to go away from you. They had to separate to figure themselves out. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. The signs, remember you got signs. They're seeing signs all over the place about you. They're seeing, this is the message. This is signs all over the universe about you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. You're going to get a message that's going to come from their heart. And that was hidden. So their heart has been hidden to you. You don't know this. Yo, the black egg is communication, and it's a spiritual card. I'm telling you because I'm telling you because I'm telling you. Yo, yo, yo. This is heavy. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. Where is this card? Yo. Yo, yo, yo. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. Yo. Yo. You're getting communication. Communication. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in. The concept of truth always draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. Your person was unsure before. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. The black egg and the fifth chakra. This subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, at the Vishuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw this center of the hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha translates as especially pure. The balance of the center is important for all of us, but is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Spiritual, 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 spiritual. Also, if your person had a blocked heart chakra, their heart chakra is opening up. Because not only, okay, here, this person is connecting to spirit. I feel like they're feeling this love. In their heart, they know that they need to communicate. They're seeing signs all over the place. What is the fire ant? Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. When in balance, thoughtful and disciplined. So this person is trying to be thoughtful and disciplined. So they're thinking things, they're cleaning out the stuff in their life that they don't need. Look, the eagle, spiritual. They're being thoughtful and they're spiritually protected. Removing blockages, and I don't remember what the dragonfly is. Hold on. But the elephant is removing blockages. Dragonfly, air. The hawk, watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. You've got some messages, communication coming. If you haven't received it yet. So you're ahead of the energy now, Natalia. How does it feel to be on the other side? How does it feel? What advice can you give to people waiting for that point of a connection? Because everybody wants to be on your side of town. Where's this dragonfly? Here we go. Master of light and illusion and the mind. Your person is figuring themselves out. When in balance, he's clearly joyful and magical. Okay, crocodile. What's hidden? We have crocodile. Water, 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 water. Resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. So that's why you haven't had communication, because this person's collecting energy. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. This person is being wise, patient, silent. Because there's communication coming. It's in the spirit. It's in the 3D. We have communication here, spiritual connection, communication. You have communication coming. This person, it says, so this person's trying to be brave. They're collecting energy. Probably trying to figure out a game plan. Shark. Direct exposure, revealing true nature and desire. This person is healing because they're going to speak the truth to you. This person, and it's going to be very intriguing. Whatever they're going to tell you, they're bringing the truth. Direct exposure, revealing true nature and desire. That's why they're jumping up into the black egg. Because this is a spiritual, like, this isn't like the hummingbird would have been, I'd be like, ooh, a hummingbird. Like, the hummingbird means communication in this deck, right? But it's kind of like a hey. This is of like, yo, I messed up. We need to speak. This is like serious communication, which comes from doing all the spiritual work, like becoming self-aware, connecting to source. I would be very interested in finding out if your person has started getting psychic when you come into union. Ask them if they've started seeing things or seeing signs or stuff like that. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be actually ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue to pretend nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. This person, look, and these are two aggressive cards, saving energy, and then the shark. They're not going to be able to save very long. They're coming to speak to you. Communication, communication, communication. Where's the lizard? Instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and dreamer. Okay, this person, it's going to be impulsive. When this comes in, this person can't help it, but this is something, it's saying instinctual. So it's just going to be out of nowhere when this person communicates. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Again, the psychic stuff. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. So if your person is getting all these psychic cards, I wonder if they know you're a twin already. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to your inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. Spiritual, 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 spiritual. This person is going through a spiritual awakening for sure. Faux show. Faux show. Your person's waking up. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. This is going to happen out of nowhere. It's going to be like a bat out of hell. Achieves anything and never gives up. The horse. Oh! And I cut on the cosmic egg. This person's coming at you, and that's the last card in the deck. Your person's going through a major spiritual awakening, and you're going through a transformation. So I feel like this is probably their first awakening, because there's a bunch of awakenings that happen, right? And if you guys are further ahead, you'll have like 1, 2, 3, like you have different, dark nights of the soul. The divine feminine usually leads, regardless of gender. So this may be your person's first spiritual awakening. Okay, for the outcome, we have the frog, which is healing. Saving their energy. And you don't know this. You're also not in communication, right? If they're saving their energy from you, they're saving their energy because there has to be a black egg communication, a shark communication. It's going to be impulsive out of nowhere. You're not going to know. You're probably not going to even think it's coming. Clearing, cleansing, and healing in their outcome. They're healing something. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. And you also had the turtle. Turtle is frog, is earth and water as well. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. This person is healing, and over here, they're healing over here, cutting out the crap, and healing over here. Cleaning house and healing. In the spiritual and in the outcome. So they want to heal something with you. You have hidden communication coming toward you that's going to bust open their heart chakra. And they're being spiritually guided every step of the way. And they're opening up to the fact that this is spiritually guided. I'd be really interested in seeing what, like, your people's, your partners, for the viewers, what your partners tell you, like what their signs were, if they'll tell you at some point, like, what makes them communicate. What's the impetus? Camel air. No, fire. Resourceful, independent, and knows oneself. So this person's getting to know themselves. The camel can handle absolutely anything. They're becoming brave. And this one is gaining courage, right? And this one is somebody who is already brave. The wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease, even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. This person is learning to balance temperance. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, balancing out healing, and being responsible for one's own reactions. This person's going to take onus. That's why the egg is here. They're going to take responsibility. The camel is a wonderful traveler. This person likes to travel and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. You guys may have a history of traveling together or wanted to see the world together or something like that. Do you like it more detailed? Because I feel like I'm being very detailed today for some reason. Normally I like to keep it a bit more vague. You know, more general. Oh. Okay, the beaver flew out. Let's see what the beaver wants. Beavers. I think beavers are one of the soulmate animals, aren't they? I think they mate for life. I know they go to sleep holding each other's hands. You got the four... Oh, no. Wait. Do you have the 4 elements? No. Well, I mean, you got all the elements when we're talking about water. Where are you, beaver? The beaver flew out, so... Hard worker, loyal, tireless, and family first. Okay, that's going to be part of the communication your person tells you. They're going to be a hard worker for you. They're going to be loyal, tireless, and they're going to put your family first. So they could have been disloyal. They could have been disloyal. They could have, maybe because they didn't see you as family yet, they didn't put you first. But I feel like what this says is that they want to start a family with you. And you got proposal, right? You got proposal. I don't know, this is getting crazy. This person wants to put in the work. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures, they want to be dependable, have infinite love, enthusiasm for family, and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home and financial stability. Earth, Cap, Taurus, Virgo. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady effort. They're going to put in the effort, long-term. No more Mr. Wishy-Washy or Miss Wishy-Washy. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. And that flew out on its own. It just jumped out of the deck, okay? So that's telling me that's going to be something your person communicates. And it fell over here by the black egg on top of communication. So your person is going to accentuate loyalty, family, how they want to make you family. If they don't like, I mean, it just sounds crazy to me because I just don't think everybody's going to get proposed to right away. But I feel like they're going to talk to you and tell you, hold on, they're going to tell you that that's where they're headed. Hold on. You want to go outside, baby? Oh. Hi. You want to go outside? right, I'm back. I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry. I went to let my kitty cat out, and then a beautiful peach started talking to me. Okay. So I feel like this person, the card flew out on top of communication. And the fact that it's in your outcome, but also your communication, it's telling you like what they're going to tell you. Which tells me that they may have not been loyal. They may have not made you a priority. They know that they messed something up. So they're trying to figure out thinking, spiritually, trying to connect, trying to become a better person, trying to figure themselves out. Because they know that you're the prize. If they don't come in beaver energy, like, it's pointless. You should have learned all the lessons that you needed to learn with this person. If they come back to you in that same version, like you're ready to level up, to have new lessons, to have new excitement, new adventures. It's a whole new world out there. All right, whale. Let's see what the whale is. Okay. Not only does this person want to work on things and be loyal, they have a desire to delve deeper, profound peace and ancient wisdom. Go deeper. And their heart chakra is opening. So this is telling me that they're going to be vulnerable. And they're healing, right? And they're healing. Yeah, their heart chakra is definitely healing. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. And they're doing healing work. This is about emotional healing, wasn't it? This is getting to know themselves. Which one was emotional healing? Was it the lizard? They're healing. They're getting to know themselves. They want to go deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. This person is healing, big time healing. Getting to know themselves, healing, and all this stuff. Whale personalities, when all else seems lost and trust seems to be a beacon trust them to be the beacon in the darkest hour. They want to be reliable, loyal. Hardworking, earnest. They want to be dedicated. These both are about being dedicated. They're going to be emotionally vulnerable with you. You got major communication coming toward you that you don't even know. What is this raccoon? So just prepare for this conversation. Maybe I would say run a couple lines in the mirror. And don't speak too much, I would say. This person is in hiding. This person's in hiding. Temperance on the bottom. Can you tell us about this person's actions, please? Wheel of Fortune. Something it's going to be justice. Whoa. Transformation. Tell me about this transformation, please. They're all major arcana, which this person's depressed. They can't stand it. They could be going through financial issues. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, change. And it's saying that this person's going through some spiritual awakening. There's change coming. And it says justice and Wheel of Fortune. And with 5-5, change. King of Pentacles. This person could have been stubborn, focused on money, all the negative things. But I feel like this person is going to change because it's jumped. Not only do you have Wheel of Fortune, you have justice. Change, change. And this is major change. It's transformation. So really you have 3 cards of change and you have 5-5. You've got some major change coming. Your person does. The Lovers, that's the change. Okay, the Lovers, what's on the bottom? 6 of Swords. This person wants to move on to calmer waters with you. They've been thinking about this. Actions. 2 of Wands. They're 10 of Swords. This has been extremely painful for them. I feel like they're going to stop waiting. 6 of Swords are coming towards you. 3 of Swords, they're heartbroken. They want to heal the heartbreak. They've been watching you, and we have the King of Wands. They're going to come in with passion, decisive, knowing what they want. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out what to say because you're their 10 of Cups. Somebody's watching you in silence. Your person is, and they're going through a major transformation right now, okay? They're going through a spiritual awakening, and you have major communication coming at you. You have eventually it'll lead to the cosmic egg. You had the cosmic egg. That's the end all be all. This person is spiritually protected, spiritually guided at every single step. And your outcome is as spiritual protection on it as well, cleaning, healing. And as you saw, you had a 10 of major arcana and you had 5s. So things are changing. And this is spiritually protected, spiritually guided. So it wouldn't surprise me. I think you had fated, right? I think you had fated meeting. Of course it's fated. These things can't be messed up. So listen to what I'm saying. These things can't be messed up. So I say, do your meditation, print out your pictures, write yourself a letter, which I love that idea. Write yourself right now we're in portal energy, you guys. 8-8. There's a full moon coming up, and we're in 5 retrogrades, which means there are massive changes happening all over. So if you're on this freeway and it's going all over the place, you need to be focused so you don't crash into anybody, so you get into your lane, so you get into the off-ramp that you want to, right? If you're driving your car. So I want you to bring that kind of focus into your life. because you're at a massive intersection right now in your life, and you can be going anywhere you want to. But you got to drive your car. You have to drive your car, and you have to pick the destiny, the version of you that you want to be. And that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us, Natalia. I hope people listen. People listen, because this is the time to do things that can bring you what you want. I love you guys, and I'm excited. I'm going to try to come back on tomorrow and do the other decks, but my voice is going. We're already at an hour 17. So I'm going to try to do it again because I want to see what the other decks come out. Actually, I want to do an alignment reading. But I also want to do Pisces and all signs. I don't know. We'll see what the spirit moves me to do tomorrow. All right, Lisa. Funny, I pulled my Five of Pentacles card, change beckons, and trust the universe cards in my divine cards today. There you go. There you go. The change for energy is really, really strong. The change for the energy for change. So you guys got to focus it. We got to focus it. What do you want? What do you desire? Because we're so close, you guys. We're so close. And if you're happy, your neighbor's going to be happy, your kids are going to be happy, because all energy is contagious. Good energy and not so good energy is contagious. So it's about spreading the good stuff. All right. I love you guys. I will speak to you tomorrow. Yes, I will, Lisa. I'm so sorry. I've been so slammed. I will. I'll send you something. I've been like, oh, I don't want to go through the calendar, but I will. I'm procrastinating, and I'm going to stop that because that's going to push the energy forward, right? Yes, I will write to you, and I will set up a schedule. All right, you guys. I will speak to you hopefully tomorrow. But if not, it'll definitely be the next day, because this is a very powerful energy, and I want to keep reminding you guys to manifest. Go put your energy out there, because this is it. This is the Lion's Gate, and stuff is going to... The cards are saying that massive change is coming, so take advantage of it. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.